Hey YouTube, today I'm going to be doing Pokemon Battle Tip, doing Pikachu and Raichu since they're basically so much similar. They're really the only difference is you have the Light Ball, Eevee Light, and then you have Raichu who's able to use a bit better items. So other than those two changes, they are practically the same Pokemon. So that's kind of why I'm just going to put them together and do them in one video. That makes sense to you guys. I know, feel like a little lazy not separating them, but there's really no point to separate them, and I kind of want to do this on competitive Pokemon. So our first one is obviously the cosplay Pikachu, the Bell one, and here I basically got rid of the Icicle Scratch ability, Icicle Crash attack, because normally my opponent wants to switch in a ground type or steel, and obviously making all the attacks physical is going to make my opponent believe that's what they need to worry about. I put double Volt Switch here. That's weird. Need to change that for either Volt. Oh, you can't learn Volt Tackle. Okay. Let's just do another electrical physical move. What would be a good one? Do you learn Thunder Punch? You do. Okay, that works great because obviously this is a physical Pikachu, and I love that thing, but it's annoying when it want to pop up like that, and it just reminded me to keep my computer safe. That's all it really is for. So obviously these attacks are just all physical and kind of like switching, and we're kind of playing mind games with our opponent of why we aren't using Icicle Crash. So we're basically making them think we have Icicle Crash and just playing off of that. That's kind of how this Pikachu is going to work. With IVs here, we basically going max attack, max speed, positive speed nature, so kind of helps us outspeed. With the Light Ball, we're also getting that double attack, so we're at that 214 attack rate, so obviously that's pretty good, giving us as much benefit as we possibly could want in our battles. So that's how this Pikachu, and most of your Pikachus you're going to build are going to work that way, of either max spec, so attack, or max regular physical and max speed with positive speed nature. Now we got to support Pikachu. I want to mind this is I'd rather use Toxic than Thunder Wave, and Protect is if you want to use Thunder Wave with Lightning Rod, because with Endure you're taking hits and you're allowing that static to have an effect. So basically, if you're using static, you want to use Toxic and Endure. If you're using Lightning Rod, use Thunder Wave and Protect. And Eevee Light just makes it so you actually do have respectable defenses of let's see, because of Eevee Light, we're going to have a 120 defense, 120 something, and that is both in physical and the special, which is pretty respectable. And then with the positive speed nature with no investments, we're actually at a 121, where we are still able to outspeed quite a decent amount of stuff, and even put IVs into health, so we're actually able to live health. So that's basically how you're going to have your support Pikachu be working. Now we got our special attacker. You can use Substitute or Endure, Nasty Plot, or what's the other attack? Agility. It depending on what you feel is the problem. Obviously, I'm going same thing. Now, obviously, this would be the end game for, and IVs for Hidden Power Fighting is 248. So it actually 155 somewhat is a respectable speed. Obviously, high speed nature again. Light Ball is going to double your stats, so you are still going to be able to hit pretty hard. Nasty Plot does bring you to a 400 damage, while Agility would bring you to a free 10 speed. So it basically, depending on how you are, The moves things are pretty so the standard with the Thunderbolt and Hidden Power fighting. Our next set is we got the Physical Sweeper, which is basically extreme speed, fake out, volt tackle, and knockoff. So basically all these Pikachus are basically going to be the same. It's just they're obviously different attacks that hit your opponent a little bit harder, and in whatever cases, and what helps you get the most powerful bang and stuff you need off of it. So that's basically what you're going to be seeing with a lot of the Pikachus and Raichu. Obviously we want the Lightning Rod ability because this Pikachu does not want to take a hit, and having 1 immunity is better than having 0 immunities. Now with Raichu, here I have an Assault Vest. Raichu is basically the same as Pikachu, where you want the EVs and stuff being basically the same. Obviously hidden powers, if you're going to be using them, best ones still are fire, fighting, and ice. So that's what it is. I mean, with items, your best items are basically, like I said, a choice thing. If you want to go into something, air balloon is one. I'm trying to think. Obviously, the Assault Vest, if you want to take some hits, because Raichu actually does have some respectable special defense that makes it so he can be using this. There is leftovers for Starry Raichu, which I'm going to be using, showing you that. Obviously, the change this Raichu in the physical isn't hard. You just have to change the moves and the IV spread from special attack to attack and defense to specialty. It's really not that complicated. So there isn't too much speciality into figuring out the best way EVs. Obviously you want to pick the item that's going to support your team the best. So obviously if you need him to hit harder, you're going to go for hitting harder. If you want to make sure he outspeeds stuff, you're going to do the outspeeding. Basically you're going to pick the item that works best for what you need this guy to work. The attack moves I have here are just a very standard special offensive Raichu. If this Raichu got the access to U-turn, he would probably be the perfect switch hitter of being either special or physical, which would actually make this a really powerful Pokemon. Even Focus Sash is somewhat good with certain nasty plot Raichus, which you're able to use because Pichu gets access to the move. So, I mean, there's even a weakness policy Raichu you are able to run if you want. Obviously, you would get rid of less special attack and run more into his HP so he could take the hit. And you would probably use either agility or... probably agility, because he does have 170 speed, which is pretty good. I mean, I have him at level 50, so yeah, that's kind of why it looks lower. Here we have obviously a defensive Raichu. I'm giving him leftovers. It's basically the exact, you want to use them the exact same way as the Pikachu I showed you that is the defensive. You can also use like citrus if you feel like you like citrus better, but I just kind of like leftovers with endure. Obviously because he had better stature, you don't have to go as heavy. Like here I went max health 156, 100 special, and he is pretty respectable in being a good stally and passing on whizzes. So this concludes another episode of Pokemon Battle Tips with Pikachu and Raichu. Tell me what you guys think. Have a great day. See you guys again. Bye.